average sale per customer. One of the critical things in running your business is knowing the average sale per customer. I'm a great believer that every team member in your organisation should know the average sale per customer. This gives them an opportunity to monitor their performance and also to manage the business from their perspective. Now, the average sale per customer is one of those things that does vary. It may be higher in cities versus country. It may be higher in some states versus other states. It may be higher in certain spending zones versus other spending zones. So there are some variations in the benchmarking on the average sale per customer. But there's some major challenges that we need to face when we're looking at this. So you take your total turnover and you divide it by your customer count. That will give you your average sale per customer. Now, in the benchmarking, we've looked at a yearly average, but we've got to remember it may be higher in spring than at other times of the year. I'm a great believer that the fewer the customers, the higher the average sale. The more customers there, the less we can service them, and it tends to be a lower average sale. So we're going to look at some of the techniques that we can use to grow sales per customer in your organisation. The challenge is if your average sale is below the benchmark figure for the industry, because then you've seriously got to look at what you need to implement in your business. And it may be involved in your merchandising policy, or your pricing policy, your overall management policy, or your customer service policy. Let's start by looking at merchandising. First of all, remember that the consumer wants to shop in a clean store. So your cleanliness in the store affects the average sale per customer. And your merchandising, have you got the right width and the right depth of product? Have you got a good, better, best policy? Have we got the right products in the right place in the store? Have we positioned the purpose products in the right location versus the impulse products? Have we got power displays being built correctly? Have we got our end caps and our counter displays in position? Are we merchandising and facing the products in the right way? And what about the signage? Are the known values signed properly? Are the impulse signs and the non-known value signs there with the three benefits for the consumer? Are we telling consumers what are the best sellers? What's new? What are the best buys? So the whole merchandising strategy really has an effect on the bottom line. In fact, some of the research shows that merchandising is one of the most critical issues in trying to grow the average sale in a store. You need to look at your pricing strategy as well. Ask yourself, are your known values at the right price point compared to your competition? You could be perceived as too cheap or too expensive. So we need to look at the pricing and saying, how have you price structured your products? Are you using price points and price barriers effectively in your organisation? Remember that every plant and every product has a price barrier, and it's our job to put the right price point to the product in comparison to those barriers. All this is going to affect the bottom line and the average sale per customer. And of course, management has some challenges as well when it comes to the average sale per customer. Is the stock control system working in the business? And we'll be looking at stock control as one of the benchmarks in a few moments. Are you walking the store every day and checking up on standards? Average sale is not just about the team and their performance levels, but it's also about the performance levels of the management in the organisation. The final thing I'd be looking at if the average sale was lower than I expected would be my customer service strategies. And in fact, I'll be putting in a mystery shop audit to check how good the customer service is. We need to be looking at how customers are served. How long does it take to serve the customer? Are they team members using open or closed questions? Do they take features knowledge and transfer that into benefits to the customer? Are they selling up when there's an opportunity to offer a higher priced or a better grade product? Are they providing packages or are they trying to sell units? And of course the big issue is, are they storytellers? I mean, every plant has a story to tell and the customer enjoys listening to those stories. Are the people selling the product or are they selling the stories? this can make a real difference to the average sale per customer.